If you want to win some free PSN or Xbox gift cards, all you gotta do is be subscribed to my channel, drop a like on this video, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to turn on notifications. Also, if you guys want to get your hands on some cheap Master Prestige accounts for any Call of Duty games, check out DigiZani. The link will be down in the description, and make sure to use code GOBLIN. Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin, and welcome back to another Call of Duty Black Ops 3 video. Today, we're going to be talking about one awesome DLC weapon from Black Ops 3, giving a best class setup, some tips for it, and how to make it overpowered, because I never really have covered this one before. I want to thank everyone on my last video. It was insane, like 1,000 comments, I think almost 3,000 likes for my How to Get Better at Black Ops 3 series that I'm restarting. So I'm really excited to go through those comments and do a new episode of that in a couple days, or soon, because I want to do that twice a week or something like that. So thank you guys for all the likes, almost 3,000 likes. If you could hit 2,000 likes again on today's video, that would make me one of the happiest YouTubers out there. So I'd really appreciate if you guys could all drop a like on this thing. Also subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. And let's get right into this. So this is the PPSH. Now, this gameplay is myself, but I'm not playing on my own account. I'm playing on my buddy Raidaway's account. He's a fellow YouTuber. I'll link him down below. He lets me use his account because he has like every single DLC weapon. I have probably like 80-90% of them, but I'm missing the PPSH. I'm missing the M16. So that's kind of why I hadn't made a PPSH class up or overpowered video before, because I didn't have the gun on my account straight up. So I decided today I'll go on, I'll get this gameplay. It's a pretty good gameplay. I had like a really slow start, but I end up with a lot of kills. I think it's 86 kills. If I had it at a sort of a decent start, this would have been an easy 100 plus. But this gun, I gotta admit guys, this is a sleeper OP gun. Now, I know not everyone who's watching this video has this gun. Of course, I don't even have it myself. But for some reason, people still like these. I know a lot of people have this gun. And even if they don't, people still like watching the DLC gun, seeing what they're missing out on. That's something that I like to do also. So, the PPSH, I have to admit, I have been sleeping on this gun. I did not realize how good it was. How the thing has an insane fire rate, and it has no recoil. Like, when I first started playing with this gun to record for this video, I was kind of scared to shoot people across the map, because I was like, okay, this is sort of like the Vesper. That's what I thought in my mind going into it. But this thing is like the Vesper before the patches. This thing can literally shoot across the map with no recoil. And once I discovered that, I was really going on a rampage and having a good time with this gun. Once I discovered that you literally can shoot across the map. So PPSH is absolutely a monster. We'll talk about the class setup here, and then I'll talk a bit more about what I think about this. So for this gun, I put it as a pretty good SMG. So the class setup is built around just supporting the gun. There's two type of class, well, there's a bunch of type of class setups, but two main ones. Either one, the gun that you're trying to make a class setup for sucks, so you need attachments and perks to help make that gun from being trash to being good. Or with a gun like this, or like the VMP or the M8, the guns are already super good, and the class setup is just built around that gun to support it in its best way. And that's basically what I did with this PPSH class. So let's talk about the class setup. First of all, I have 3 attachments on this gun. I have quick draw, which is very standard. I run quick draw on 95% of my class setups. It's, or maybe like on my Man of War, I don't think I run it. So I run it on most of my class setups though. Quick draw is very good, and it's really awesome on an SMG like this, where you're going to be up in their face. You want to aim down sights fast. Very self-explanatory. Next one is going to be grip. I want to keep the recoil down on this thing, even though it has pretty much a little amount of recoil. Grip definitely does help it. One thing I did notice about this gun also is that the recoil isn't really a problem at shooting across the map, but one thing that can be a problem is the muzzle flash. So basically, if you're shooting at someone across the map, the flash is going to be bullets basically flying out of it right in front of your sight. Can be kind of annoying, and I have lost some gunfights because of that. So you really have to be focused and focus your eyes right onto your basically your iron sights as you're shooting across the map. That's one thing I did notice. So grip is going to be the second attachment, and then the third attachment for this one is going to be extended mags. Now, some people will tell you to double up and go extra rapid fire, which can work. Then it absolutely allows you to melt people at close range. If you run rapid fire on a gun that already has basically a rapid fire built in, it can let you melt people at close range, but then your long range game becomes a lot weaker, and that's why I put extended mags, just to help the gun out overall. With extended mags, this gun has, you're not going to hear me wrong here, 71 bullets. It has the round drum, kind of like they had back in the day on like the MP40, the PPSH, the Type 100, that stuff from World at War, Call of Duty World at War, the OG Treyarch game. That one had round drums, and it's insane. 71 bullets. You can literally kill 5 people before you have to reload, and the great thing about it is the reload time doesn't even take that long either. So I was very impressed. I thought, okay, I'm gonna have this round drum. Like when you're in the create a class section and you put on extended mags, you can see that it shows the round drum being put on, and I thought, okay, the recoil, or not the recoil, but the reload time is going to be super duper slow on this thing. That is not the case at all. Reload time is not even an issue with this gun. It's an absolute monster. You can see the reload right there, and that's what I run for my 3 attachments. Now, as far as my perks, like I've said before, this class setup and these perks especially are built around the gun just to support it. So my perk setup is pretty much the same as what I would use in like a VMP class setup. What I have is that my first perk is going to be Flak Jacket. With this gun, you can be jumping around, and Afterburner can be helpful. However, you know, you need to know your own playstyle. If you're someone that is always up in the sky, you probably are going to want to run Afterburner on this thing. However, I'm someone that plays up in the sky a decent amount, but I also love, you know, playing up in their face, where nades can be an issue, where a bunch of the explosive stuff can be an issue in this game, and that's why I like to run Flak Jacket there. As far as my perk 2s, I'm running the double combo like I usually run. I'm running Fast Hands as well as Scavenger. Scavenger is not really required on this thing, and that's one thing I will say. You know, I'm giving you guys a class up that I like to run, but Scavenger is not really required. If you're like maybe a 1 KD player, or a lower than a 1 KD player, you're not going to be going on as big of a streak where you're going to need Scavenger to get more ammo, especially when you have 71 bullets and you're starting off with, look, like almost 300 bullets in each one. I think Scavenger here is really an option. The reason why I run it is because I like to go on big kill streaks, and I'm a pretty good player, I like to say, so I like to run Scavenger here, but it's definitely not required. You could easily take off Scavenger here and run Flak Jacket and Afterburner if you're going for lower streaks. However, I had on some pretty big streaks, or like medium high streaks in this gameplay, so I wanted to run Scavengers to make sure I wouldn't run out of ammo and wouldn't have to pick up other guns. That's just a personal preference. As far as my third perk, I don't think there's really any options to change this one here. Tac Mask should be what you always should be running on this class setup. It works out perfectly. Flak Jacket and Tac Mask go hand in hand. They're really the duo together. Those guys sort of like work like a package deal for me most of the time. It's like Afterburner and Blast Suppressor are usually a package deal, because Afterburner means you're going to be jumping more, which means Blast Suppressor will be helping you out more. Flak Jacket means you're going to be playing not really scared. When you have Flak Jacket on, you're going to be playing more aggressive. You're not going to be scared of things being thrown at you. And of course, Tac Mask works hand in hand with that, and that is another thing I will say right there. So that is my PPSH class setup. Now, what I have to say about this gun is, I really hope that I open this thing up in a supply drop sometime soon, because, and I don't really want to, you know, spend more money on supply drops or anything like that, but this gun is really awesome. And this gun, I did include it on my top 5 DLC weapons, I believe, when I did that list a week and a half ago or so. But this one definitely should be up higher in the list. I think this one and the M16 and the Peacekeeper, those 3 are probably the best DLC guns, because this thing is a monster. It really has that feel of the OG Vesper. It doesn't shoot as fast as the OG Vesper, I wouldn't say. Like, it takes a little bit to kill people sometimes. The Vesper will melt people out faster, but of course the trait that you get with this thing is you have 71 bullets, so that's not really an issue, and you can do well at longer ranges. But that muzzle flash, while it may sound like I'm just being dumb, and I'm just dumb for saying that's a problem, it really is a problem. And maybe running a silencer could help with that muzzle flash. I'm not really sure. I personally hate silencers in Treyarch Call of Duty games. I think that they just hurt the guns so much, and that's why you'll see in Black Ops 3, I pretty much never run a silencer. Like, I have a few like stealth class setups I've made before, but I pretty much never run a silencer. But if you watch me in Infinite Warfare, I run a silencer pretty much all the time. So hope you guys did enjoy this video about how to make the PPSH overpowered. I think I've done overpowered videos for mostly every single gun in Black Ops 3. I know there's a few I'm missing, and I know people always ask me, can you do a class setup for the VMP? Can you do one for this? All you guys have to do if you want to find class setups is just literally go to my channel, or even just go into the YouTube search bar and type in VMP class setup or CUDA class setup, and you'll see the videos from Green Goblin HD that you guys can check out. I've probably done maybe 2 or 3 class setups for each of those, because things have changed, especially like lately. They haven't been doing patches to Black Ops 3, but during Black Ops 3's life cycle, the amount that they they patched and changed guns was so much that's why, you know, I might have 2 or 3 videos on different ones, of course, from different times. So this is my first PPSH class setup. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. 86 to 15, I think, was the final score. Drop a like on this thing. I'd appreciate 2,000 likes if you made it to the end. Smack that like button, sub for a cookie, and don't lookie, and I'm out. Peace.